Hey everybody, welcome back to the Appalachian Gamer, and today we will be unboxing a limited edition Platinum Game Boy Advance right here. And this is my first handheld I have in the box, other than what I grew up with, and I got a new 3DS XL growing up. But other than that, this is my first one that I've went out and collected recently in the box. So let's jump straight into the unboxing. Here we go, we got a bigger view now, kind of fix the camera. But let's unbox this. So I haven't actually unboxed this yet. But I have all the Nintendo handhelds. I just have to get the packaging and boxes and stuff for them. But I traded one of my older ones for this. So here we go. You just slide it out. And here it is. Should be no battery. It looks really clean inside. I love this platinum look. It looks really good in person. And there is the front of the console. We got two shoulder buttons, D-pad, A, B, start, select, all that. I don't know what that is. Actually, it might be marker or something. I have no idea. I'll actually check that out. It shouldn't be too hard to clean, not damaging the console. It's easy. The clean stuff, I just really wanted the box to make it look nice. Got your volume right there, and I think the contrast is somewhere, but this one did not have contrast actually. I'm thinking of a different Game Boy, but this one, I've always loved this. It's my favorite Game Boy design, since it fits kind of like, I've always called this the taco, since you have the other Game Boy Advance SP that came out, which was the flip design. But I've always liked this one where it's that horizontal look to play Game Boy games, but the only thing is it didn't have a backlight even in the 2000s. But we will put a game in this and see how it looks later. But let's see what else is in the box right now. I think there's some more papers down there. There we go. I think that is all what's inside of there. Yes, that's... So we will put the box to the side for now and just let's go through this. So this is instruction booklet that you get for it. It probably folds out. Yeah, does one of those. Nintendo services. If you have problems with your console, it will show you. But this is kind of just the manual, nothing to really look into. There you have that. Here we have the Game Boy. I think this might be the same thing, but yeah, it's the same thing, but I think it's in different languages where people, if you bought it, yeah, Spanish, if you got it. Interesting thing, I don't know if this is the same thing. I assume this is the same thing, but one says Game Boy and the other one says Game Boy Advance, so it's weird. Right there, we have a postcard. Nintendo of America P.O. Box. Turn it around. This is a register card. Register to win your Game Boy Advance for a chance to win the Game Boy Advance game pack of your choice. So, game, basically. Win the game of your choice. You would fill this out and send it to this P.O. Box for a chance to win and stuff, which is really nice that this actually has it and nobody sent it, which I won't remember anyone really sending theirs. And the last thing is this, which I was saving for last. I actually had this one at one point. It was really nice. I think that's that Glacier Ice. It's like a kind of a purple. Nintendo Power was the magazine that actually came out. So they had goodies and stuff inside of it. What is it? This is the Nintendo Power, I guess, whole year for $20. I guess this is the Nintendo Power. Oh, right here. Oh, Game Boy Advance headphones or Nintendo Power Advanced Volume 4 featuring Super Mario World, Mario 2. A free gift with your issue. So 24 issues. It's only $36, 51 Canadian. That's crazy, the amount that they changed, because getting a newspaper today for video gaming is super expensive per year. And then you have, I guess, renewing subscription and stuff like that. I guess this is just a subscription notebook. Oh, we have another page. I thought I felt one. It's just that back page, and then flipping it around. Okay, so that's what they were talking about. So those are the Game Boy Advanced headphones that it was talking about. Those look painful. And then you have the Nintendo Power Advance magazine. And then you have the regular Nintendo Power magazine that they used to come out with. And that is it for the instructional books that came with the Game Boy Advance. Now, I'm going to go grab some batteries and throw in this thing and test a game out or two and see how this thing looks under the camera. And we are back. And I have a few games to show off. So we have a Game Boy game, which work on an original Game Boy with Pokemon Silver right here. Then we have another Game Boy game, but with a black shell. The black shells mean that it's in black and white, except in not the puke green color from the original Game Boy. So they have two different colors, basically. Then a Game Boy Color cartridge right here, which is actual colored and stuff, not just black and white or puke green and gray, actual color. Then we have Game Boy Advance game, which I'm going to be using my copy of Pokemon Emerald right here. So, let's move these to the side, and the first one we will use is Pokemon Silver. So, you just put it in the back right here, and the only thing about this one, it just sticks out like a huge tower if you want to use them. And there we go. I'll turn up the volume. Now, it is stuck in this, like, if I can fast forward it. Yeah, so it's like that, and I think you can press the triggers. Yeah, so it stretches it. So that's the original, or like, yeah. Right trigger is original format. I don't remember what the exact format is, and then you can switch back and forth between if you want it widescreen, stretched, or the original font. But it all continues to work, so that's what an original Game Boy game will look like on it. You have the black and white one. Does the same thing right here. Sometimes they won't work, so where they've been sitting around. Blow into the cartridge. Pop it back in, should work. Yep, some people say it damages them. I don't really care. So this is what it would look like on like a Game Boy Color. But this is Super Pac-Man plus Miss Pac-Man, of course. So, oh, I want it in the original resolution. But this is Miss Pac-Man on the GBA right here. So that's what these look like. That's what it looks widescreen. So it just looks distorted right there. Then we have the Game Boy Color games, which this one is Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarding. Pop it in. These tend to be a little more advanced. That's why these cartridges cannot be used in an original Game Boy. They have like a lock, so you can't mistake or use them in that. That's what it looks like stretched. Looks really weird. And the last one is the most important. We have Pokemon Emerald right here. My pride possession for games, but this is the console that it actually goes to, so they'll just usually slip in like that right there. And here, this is the Game Boy Advance startup. There you go. Try to get a little better at the screen. But this is what the GBA screen will look like. Of course, it has no backlight on it, which the SP does. Here's my character right there. I forgot what Pokemon I have at all. Yeah, I'm not too far along. Just started a new run on Emerald, but That's what every generation of Game Boy game looks like on the original Advance right here. And that would be the unboxing for the Platinum Edition of the Game Boy Advance. I hope you liked the video, and I expect to be putting out a few more. Slowly but surely I'll be putting them out, not try to get another schedule made and stuff, but this is the Appalachian Gamer, and I hope you have a great rest of your month. I'll see you later.